What up, guys? This is Brian Johnson here with the Fit Table Podcast, bringing fitness, focus, and nutrition to the table. I'm your host, Brian Johnson. I have Vanessa, I have Kalisha, and Miss Christina, co-hosts. Guys, today we're talking about the both physical and psychological situations regarding not being able to get to the gym. We were just talking prior to this. There's like a 99% chance the gym is being closed tomorrow. So with that being said, what situations, fallbacks have you guys fell into in regards to yourself or clients, physical and psychologically, in regards to the gym, in regards to not going to the gym and trying to do something at the house? Any one of you guys, go ahead.
I think
I
it's
think just
super
knowing what to
important.
do.
You can go, Kalisha.
Go ahead, Vanessa. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it's super important to stick with your routine. Like if you typically go to the gym in the morning before your job, if you're working remote tomorrow because of the weather, get up, do your workout with the things that you have at home. You can also, I mean, you could search a bazillion workouts, bodyweight workouts, Pinterest, YouTube, anything like that. But
Yep.
use this stuff in your house. Something that I know George has done because we don't have a box in our house for box jumps. He'll go into the garage and he'll get, a workbench that he can jump up on, or obviously be safe with what you select.
Sure.
Use your staircase to do some Bulgarians or, like lunges or split lunges or whatever. I mean, there's so many things you can use at your home that can elevate you to the same level as you are at the gym.
Yes.
We were just saying use
You,
cans,
you
have,
said stay at the same time that you would normally go, correct? So if you're a
yeah.
morning person, go. Yep.
Yeah, this way, one, you don't get into that rut that I was in. And
That I was
you
in this
kind of
week.
you kind of just flow with the week and the day as if the gym was open.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things. Like, start thinking about it today. Like, what am I going to do tomorrow morning that is going to give me 30 minutes of body movement, 45 minutes, 20 minutes, something, to get your mind ready for the day to tackle whatever job or tasks that you have to handle on a Monday.
Yes.
And also the biggest thing for me when the weather is like this, I'm a poor water drinker to begin with, but I really am mindful when the weather is this cold that's why I have my water. I did not make myself coffee. I have my water right now because I'm just trying to stay hydrated.
So important. So important. And many people don't do it. Wintertime, fall, winter. It's one of the biggest mistakes as far as the water not being utilized fall and wintertime.
Yep.
Good point. Great point.
Mm-hmm.
What about you other guys? What you got? What do you got? What situations have you
I
fell
mean, you
into? Your
could,
clients fell into?
to kind of piggyback off Vanessa. I mean, you can use your couch. You're sitting there, you binge watching. You can use your couch to do
Tricep
squats,
dips.
tap that booty. You could do tricep dips. You can do elevated push-ups. You can use your wall to do wall push-ups, wall sits. Like she said, there's tons of things on Pinterest. There's probably some old videos that are still out there from 2020 COVID days that you can pull up. Just like you said, utilizing your body weight in the things that are in your home. If you don't particularly have weights, you can just jumping jacks, running in place, just those types of exercises that you can do. I have a resistant band, so I'll start picking up resistant bands and doing certain things around there. Or if you're just somebody who finally needs to just take a day and relax, then do so.
That.
Yep.
Because there's that too. There's some of us that are going to the gym 6-7 times a day, and your body is begging for you to sit your tail down and actually relax. So do that, and it's okay to take that day and relax and not do anything, but still be cautious. Is not going out here and To Vanessa's point, make sure you're drinking your water, because a lot of times out of boredom we eat when technically our body is just craving water.
That
Yep.
is true.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
use all
Yeah.
that milk you took from the refrigerator from the grocery store too. All that
I ain't
milk
got no
y'all
damn milk.
you can
Yeah,
do
go
5
pick up
curls
2
with
of
it.
those milk jugs of the 3 that you bought and just
There's
start
some
lifting. It
Yes.
is, you can, we were talking before, if you're a person who eats canned vegetables or things like that, you could use those. There's like 2 to 3 pound, like 2 little 1-2 pound weights that you
yeah.
can
Mhm.
use walking around the house with them, those type of things. And if you do like to get outside in this weather and, four-wheeling and sledding, you're out there, you're getting a
You're
workout in
working
whether you
out.
realize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vanessa
Yep.
actually has George outside um
Sweet
shoveling the
man.
driveway. He's working out right now.
That's a workout.
Poor thing.
He
That dude.
shoveled the driveway, the walkway, rock salted everything, swept off
Are
his
you checking on
car
the
and our
dude?
daughter's car. He, started all the
Wow.
cars, all the
Oh wow.
husband duties we got up in here.
Yeah. What you got, Kalisha?
Just to piggyback off of everything that they said, I think like Vanessa said, just have a plan, whatever that plan is. And just
Mhm.
try to stick to it. And also like it doesn't have to be weights. You can dance around
Yep.
the house.
Yep.
Mhm.
I've mentioned this before, like if tomorrow is, because today is kind of down day for everybody, but tomorrow kids are probably going to be remote, out of school, whatever it is. If it's tomorrow is a day where you got to get laundry and cleaning and stuff done, do your laundry and your cleaning, but in between each load, do some squats. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
do a cha-cha slide or whatever, but just figure
Yep.
out what it is that you can do to get some movement. I think we get stuck on this when
Mhm.
anything could be considered movement. If you got a toddler, I don't, praise Jesus, hallelujah. But if you got a toddler, pick them up and do some squats, throw them over your shoulder. And,
Wow.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
use them because they'll think it's fun too. And then you everybody's ready for a nap after that. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
I
just
don't know,
like use
Kalisha. I do believe our older kids would jump on our back too and have a good
oh,
time
I'm
with
gonna
us
go on the
doing
record and
squats. Like,
say
I don't believe you could do it,
Yes.
Mom.
yeah, me and Darlin might box tomorrow. I don't know. It's a good probability that that's gonna happen. But
Ooh-wee.
yeah, there's a good probability we're gonna fight tomorrow. Yeah, but
Wow.
just like whatever you can get done or whatever movement you can do, and like we said, if tomorrow's gonna be your rest day, let it be your rest day. Don't feel like you're obligated to have to do something just because
Yep.
that's normally what you would do on Monday. You would go to boot camp, but if it's going to be your rest day, let it be your rest day and accept that for what it is. And then, but tomorrow, if tomorrow is your rest day, then go ahead and have a plan for Tuesday in the event that the gym is closed Tuesday too,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
Nice.
just I think planning, preparation, making sure that you have things in line, so that you don't fall back into watching Power for 3 hours or, you know, whatever it may
Yeah.
Hey.
be. Yeah, and not
Hey,
that
The
there's
Rip is
anything
pretty
wrong with
good
that,
on
but
Netflix.
exactly. Reading a book for 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I mean, or
So I think
my
Vanessa
house.
mentioned it in regards to the. Go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
No, you go ahead. In your house, what's going on?
Oh, so in my house, I have a staircase, so that's where our laundry is upstairs, and that's where we sleep. So on my Fitbit, it counts how many staircases I climb a day. That's
Mhm.
easy cardio
Mhm.
and legs, whether you're
Mhm.
walking it
Yes,
or
it
you're
is.
jogging it or you're, doing whatever. Like utilize the things in your house. Utilize, do some push-ups. Like Christina said, you can do, crunches on your couch, put your legs up on a couch so they're a little bit more challenging. I mean, there's so many things that
Yep.
you
Yep.
can do, but kind of think of your everyday movements and just maybe put a little bit more emphasis on them. Like when you're going to switch the laundry, maybe hustle up those stairs a little bit more just to get your heart rate up a bit
Yeah.
since you
Yep.
were laying on the couch watching Landman. I don't know. Or
And
set your
Landman,
timer
yes.
on your phone. Set your timer on your phone
Yep.
for 30 minutes. And once that timer goes off, like Lisa, do some squats, do some push-ups, do some crunches, do something, get off the couch, walk around your house, take 5 laps. I don't, just something so you get your steps. Or, luckily we all still have power right now. Get your walking
Yep.
pad out, do something like that just while we do have power.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
We
And I
mentioned
think
somebody
to add
mentioned
to that also, like there's nothing
no,
but
go
or
ahead.
just going outside and breathing, because
Yes.
we rarely talk about that, but that is the most important part of your fitness journey is your breath.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
don't breathe. We as a population do not breathe like we're supposed to. So just take advantage of the air quality that is out there right now and just go outside and stand outside for a couple of minutes and just take some really good deep breaths
breaths.
and just
Yep.
kind of regulate yourself.
Christina
Because we
actually
don't.
knocked on that the last podcast we had about the colder it is, the better air quality that it is out there,
Yep.
man.
It's the
Yes.
cleaner
It's
the
the case.
air is.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes.
case. Yep. So with that physical, we pretty much crushed the physical side aspect of it in regards to we know the gym is being closed. Psychologically, somebody mentioned in regards to the COVID piece we had. So we know that we're going to the gym within at least the next 1 or 2 days. We know this.
Yeah.
So with COVID, how did you guys get through it psychologically? It won't know 1 or 2 days going to, you know what I'm saying? We were locked down for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So how did that psychological piece work with you guys then that could also be helped now slightly?
Yeah. I mean, my biggest thing during COVID was my girls and I took a walk every single day. And it wasn't like a
Yep.
10-minute walk. It was like an hour walk every day. And we would
Mhm.
kind of be like, well, where do you want to walk today? We would find a new road, even if I had to drive there and park the car, and we would walk through the woods or,
Yep.
just
But how
the
did you
kids
get
were,
yourself psychologically there though?
I,
How did you get yourself to that point psychologically? Like, it's
for
like, okay,
me,
it's not changing. It's nothing changing. We got to do something. We've
yeah,
been locked down now for 5 months. We were thinking it was going to be a month or two. It ain't
yeah.
happening. We need to do this tomorrow. Bam.
For me, it was my kids.
Got it.
I had to keep my mind right because, I mean, that was what, 6 years ago? My kids were
I
in
know
junior
it doesn't.
high.
That's crazy,
Like,
right? It was
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
it is. It's wild.
wild. Yes.
My kids were in junior high. They were very active. And I mean, to get them to sit still, it just was not in their nature. So they love to be outside. They love to ride bikes. We did a lot of art stuff too. But we did it outside, out of the house, on our back porch. I mean, back to what y'all were saying last podcast, how important the vitamin D and the fresh air really helps your mental health. And that's basically was our motto for COVID. I also was baking a cake every week during COVID, which is where I gained all my weight. So, um, but we
We
were
had to do
outside every
something.
day
You had to
getting
do
our
something.
vitamin D.
Had to do something. It was something that was necessary.
I mean,
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
What you got,
I
ladies?
think
What
that's
else?
helped me for my
What do y'all
mental.
do as far as psycho? Got it.
I think it was just the fact that everybody was in the house, and that was something that most people were not used to. 24/7, we were in the house.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you got to know the people you live with a lot deeper than you know what I mean? Like we were in the house a lot. And for like
Right.
she said, for the kids, that was hard because they're used to going to school. Like they weren't going to
Mhm.
school, people weren't going to work. I think it was different for me because I was working in healthcare and we didn't stop. Like we still went to work.
Right.
But we did have shifts and we did alternate, but for the most part, we were going to work. So for some of the health care people, you could get to work. We had gyms at work. Of course, you had to mask up and do things like that, but you still had access to some of that stuff.
Got it.
But then for the ones that were strictly at home, I think there was this push for people getting out and utilizing parks and recs. You know what I mean? Like actually
Yep.
going to the park. There was a
Mhm.
time where people going to the
Yep.
park and walking, of course, distancing themselves, but still utilizing all the things that the parks had to offer because there really wasn't any other place that you could go safely, you felt like.
True.
So we went to the park a lot and did a lot of walking. The Grand Regional Park by our house has like the little, I don't know what you call it, but it's like an obstacle course.
Yes.
So
Yes.
my
Yep.
kids
Mhm.
love that. And just, just being able to get out, get some fresh air, be out of the house for a little while. Even if it was some in the morning, some in the afternoon. But I think it was a mental piece. Like after a while, you're like, yeah, I got to get out of here.
Yep.
Whatever out of here
Mhm.
looks like. I gotta get out of here. And we have ATVs, so like getting out and riding, and we did a lot of that. My husband made us a trail behind our house and all of our family, so it's like acres of trail where we can ride our
Mhm.
four-wheelers and our go-karts and all that stuff. So you just have to think like, what can I do? What do I have access to, and what can I do now
Yes.
to not be stagnant? Um and I think that it clicked in everybody's mind like, okay, we're here, we've been here, and we're going to be here, so now what's next? Like,
Yep.
what
Yes.
does
Right.
that look like? um and even though a lot of people did figure out ways because we couldn't go to the gym, I still feel like I don't think it changed for a lot of people either, because a lot of people still came back. It was just that time where you just had to figure something else out, but then when it was time to get back in the gym, we were back in the gym like, let's go, like nothing had
Yep.
Right.
changed.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, just figuring
Outside
out. It
in the
was
heat.
That part of our
outside.
boot camp was
Literally, we were outside
l-
working out in the parking lot.
literally the
Never forget
chafing.
that.
The
Literally
chafing
outside.
was
With the cops being
unbelievable.
called,
Real.
music being too loud, all types of stuff.
Yeah,
Don't care if
police
you went
riding
at
by.
5 and 6 a.m. in the morning. It was so muggy outside. It was
It was
like, what am I
horrible.
doing?
But we were there.
Yes,
Why?
yes, yes, you
We
were.
were.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. We are self-sufficient individuals as a being
Mm-hmm.
anyway, man. Like big
Yeah.
time. It's just trying to get out of, a lot of individuals aren't. And they get locked up and they get locked down in situations like this, even for 1 or 2 days, man. And it's like
Mhm.
it's change.
It
Everybody's
just
not familiar with change at all. It's like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like I've had people hit me up already asking me for um at home workouts. Like, is there something you
Mm-hmm.
can send me that's at home and I only have one dumbbell, I got one
yeah.
resistance band. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
panic mode. Like just calm down. You're good to
Yeah.
I
go.
think I
I,
think what we've mentioned this before, but I think what we have to always remember in the back of our minds is that not everybody always wants to have to make decisions, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because some people have to make
Tell me
decisions
what to
all
do.
day long.
Yep.
And
mhm.
boot camp is one place where you don't have to decide. You show up, it's mapped out, and you do it.
Yep.
And for some
Yep.
people, making decisions when they don't want to and don't typically have to is hard.
Yep.
So
Right.
that's why people are reaching out to you and like, give
That's why
me,
I
this
said
is
Mm-hmm.
what
it's
I
that
got.
gift and a curse. It's a
Yeah,
gift
it's
and a
a
curse.
gift and
And
a curse.
it's
It
like
really is.
we
And then
get it, we
it's
got it in
Yeah.
place, and it's like, okay, now they're relying on it, and they're not using their brain to, like, you can do it yourself. Like you can get yourself where you need to be at. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's not
literally
necessary.
had this thought today. I
Yep.
literally had that thought today. Like, and not to cut you off, but like
No, 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 no,
truly,
no. Go ahead.
when
Go
you
ahead.
think about like me, this was just me thinking about like personal training and eventually getting to that, even though I've had my certification for a while. But like truly, I am my first client, right? So
Yes.
I've got to
Mhm.
master me first before I can venture out and be able to help others. So like
Yes, ma'am.
it's that focus on you, and then we can go back to the conversation. But yeah, that's true. You have to be able to master you and understand you in order to be able to venture out and do other things and
And trust
understand
you.
and
Yeah.
trust you. Yes.
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 That is
Mhm.
very important. Very
Yes.
important.
Yes. Yes.
From a psychological standpoint, though, I think a lot of it is we don't like being told we can't do something. We don't like to say,
Mhm.
I mean, you think about it, you look outside and it's like, wow, I want to
Stay in the
stay in
house.
this house.
I
Everybody's
don't want to
telling
stay
me
in
I
this
need to
house.
stay in and be safe and do all this other stuff, and I want to go out. No, I'm not going to go out because I just I ain't trying to slide. I can drive in this, but I ain't testing it with something I've only had about 2 months now. So,
Yeah.
but
Not to
from a
cut you off,
psycho,
Christina, but literally as you're saying this, a truck just went up my road with 2 kids on sleds being pulled behind it going down the road. Like there's levels to what you should and should not be doing right now.
right?
And there are
Look,
I
levels
ain't gonna
to
lie. This
this,
is the
and
one
that
thing I
ain't
miss
one of
about.
them.
This is the one thing I miss about living in the country. It was our ATVs and having that. It
yes.
snowed, us, the neighbors, everybody. We're just riding around, and we
Sledding
had
down the
roads like that
road.
to do stuff like that with. But like to piggyback off of Vanessa, I probably, my friend and I probably walked
Mhm.
the whole city of snow camp. I kid you
I
not.
believe
Like
it.
I
every
believe it.
road that was in snow camp,
I
we
totally
did
believe it.
that. We walked everywhere. You had to come up with creative things. Like I met Ray
Mhm.
at the park.
Yeah.
Ray had brought kettlebells and brought all this stuff. So I was still training with Ray. We met him at the park. We trained there. Like I'm a social butterfly. And for me to be sent at home, luckily for me, like my kids were out of school at the time, so I didn't have to deal with the homeschooling type of thing. But it was just nice when my daughter finally woke up and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And to have those nice long conversations because you miss that talking with the individual. So that was a big thing. So it literally is forcing yourself sometimes to get out. Yes, it's cold outside, but I will open up my door, I'll walk out there. Like Alicia said, I'll take some nice deep breaths. Um, I've seen people walking their dogs. I've actually seen a couple walk around the complex quite a few times. So people are getting out and walking. They may not necessarily get out and drive, but they are definitely walking. So, bundle up, get out there. Um, you got kids, get your kids out there too. It just
Yep.
Mhm.
just try to have a good time with it.
Mhm.
It's
I think
understanding your discipline
mine.
too, man. Your
Yeah.
discipline has to be locked in, and
It
whatever
does.
goal
It
that you have
does.
set. This is my goal. My goal is not going to be attained with me going against my
Mhm.
goal. I told myself I was getting up in the morning, like Vanessa said.
Mhm.
I'm a
Yep.
morning person. Just because we're not going to the gym does not mean I'm still not getting up, put my clothes on,
Right.
working out in the morning,
Yep.
whatever that workout may be at the house, whatever that workout may be.
Yeah.
Find you
I'm
a
gonna
quick
still knock it out.
30-minute
Mhm.
workout
That's
on
it.
at
That's
home
it.
workout on Pinterest. Like I said, there's some old ones from where you guys did some during COVID. Like
Then
just a
the
quick 30
YouTube,
minute.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
that's
have to
really all
be
you
like
need,
this
30 minutes.
intense hour workout by any means. I
No, it
No.
doesn't.
mean,
It doesn't.
take
Turn
a
some good
brisk
music
20-minute
on and
walk.
dance for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shoot,
I mean,
I've done
even if
that
you just
before.
go, even if you just go and take a brisk 20-minute walk, obviously check your walking conditions. You don't want to be walking if it's ice, but do that and then come home and just do some push-ups. Just move
Mhm.
your body. I mean,
Yes.
it's you're not going to be able to set up a boot camp at your house. I mean, let's be realistic.
No.
I mean, I'm
Right.
sure some people could. I'm sure some people could, but
Yeah, yes, they
again, like
definitely could. But
I
that
mean,
person is not doing that.
no, because the kids are going to be home. They've already canceled school tomorrow. I
Yes.
think it's like remote, whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I I personally, like during COVID itself, it was very hard to stay motivated because I am not motivated to do workouts at my house. I'm just not.
And
Like,
Yeah.
explain that slightly.
Same.
You ain't gotta go too in depth with it, but just explain what is your feeling behind that? Like what is it? The motivation push is not there. I
I
don't trust what
feel
I'm doing 'cause I
like,
know you trust what you're doing.
no, I think it's just like my house is like it was even challenging for me to work from my house until I
Yes.
I got
set
you.
up. an
I got you.
actual area where I would only do my work. Everyone's like, just set
It's
it up
the
in
So
your
you are
bedroom.
boundaries.
I'm
you
like,
are
what?
you are an energy based
That
you
is
are an
my
energy
peaceful
based type
room.
individual. Yes. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Got it.
like this is my safe place.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
it's
Yes,
not
ma'am. I get it.
chaotic here. It's very calm. Um, and I could go and lift some weights or whatever, but and maybe do a quick thing, but I don't know that my mind could stay focused to do the workout in its
Mhm.
entirety without seeing something else that I needed to do. Or
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe come down and be like, Mom, can you help me do this? And I'm like in the middle of curling or whatever. I mean, I just don't think like my workout has its undivided attention as it should when I'm at the gym, basically.
Yep.
Totally get it.
I
Totally
don't
get it.
carry my
I had
phone
I
around
had
with
a
me at the
full
gym. Someone texts
yes.
me and I'm in the middle of a workout, I'm going to go and look at my phone, and I shouldn't. When I'm at the gym,
Yes.
I don't. I mean, during boot
I had a
camp,
I
I
had a
don't. When I'm
full gym
teaching
in my
class, I don't.
house in Burlington. I had a full gym in my
Hmm.
house in Burlington, man. A full gym. And it was
I believe it.
it's not the same. Like
It's not.
I'm working out, and as I'm working out, I'm on set number 3, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta do this freaking Facebook promo. Get up,
Yep.
put the weights down, get on the computer and start. You know what I'm saying? It is not
Hmm.
the same. So when you said when I mentioned energy, you said the energy piece. Like that is
Yep.
it, man. It's like I'm
Yeah.
looking at I'm building a house here shortly, and I had this whole thing planned out how I wanted my freaking workout space done and whatever the case. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, is that really gonna be utilized? Because I
Hmm.
know I'm not. No,
No.
it's
Yeah.
not gonna be utilized
Use
there.
that
You know
space
what
for
I'm saying?
something else.
Use
I
the
was gonna
space for
say you
something
might
else,
as
man.
well
Because
just
it just
make
takes me
Jazzy a
there.
big old closet for all her clothes
Yep.
Yes.
Not
and
happening.
shoes.
You say that now. You
Mm-hmm.
say that now.
You just
But
wait.
yes, it is.
How many pairs of shoes you got?
Right.
Okay then.
that energy needs to be. I need to be within that confined
Yeah.
space. I need to hit
Yep.
them weights, the clanging of the steel and the weights and everything else, man.
Yep.
People
It
sweating,
is.
that all that, man, is necessary. But yes,
Yeah.
I get it.
It's a vibe.
I
The
totally get it.
vibe needs to
Energy
be
and
there.
Yes.
and for
Mhm.
me it's boundaries because I like to separate everything. And I like home separate from work, work
Hmm.
separate from home. Like, because to her point, home is my safe space. It's just where
Yep.
nothing should collide ever. So, you know, that's the same for me is definitely the energy and boundaries.
Yes.
I walk all the time, but that's outside of my home.
Right.
That's
True.
not
Yeah.
here. But like dancing is something I love to do. So sometimes I'll just turn the radio on, start dancing, but I'm also doing things around the house as I'm either cleaning or I'm cooking or I'm just putting my Lego sets together.
Right.
Wow.
But that's awesome though. I
Hey,
mean,
don't knock it till you try it.
very therapeutic.
Wow.
Very
You want to see
therapeutic.
these amazing houses that I built with my Legos?
I
We need
feel
a
like
Shifting
house tour.
focus.
Lego
We need a Christina's
puzzle.
cribs
No.
edition.
Yeah.
If y'all, I'm sure y'all have noticed that hairy thing sitting behind her. Like I've been watching that thing now for the past 30 minutes.
Oh, this little Mikey Myers.
That's Michael Myers.
It's baby Michael. So just know anytime I'm on a podcast, there's always going to
Wow.
be something
Different.
abnormal behind me because I'm
Yes.
just normal is boring.
It is
It is.
boring.
It is very boring. It is
Ladies,
very
we're going to shift
boring.
focus just a little bit. So we are, imagine yourself, you have a family at the house right now. You have a family. What is in the weather, this is the mood right here, the snowy, icy, cold, you don't want to go outside, limited budget. What is your go-to meal for something like this with the family? Go-to meal. What do you go to that's gonna spread, last, somewhat healthy, but that's gonna spread, last for your family? Either one of you guys go.
Chili, lasagna, spaghetti, like all that
Spaghetti.
type of stuff. And you can
Soup.
make every bit of that. Homemade soups. I mean,
Low budget.
sometimes all you need is a pack of chicken, some frozen vegetables, and some chicken broth. You got to
Yeah.
do what you got to do with what if you have a
What
limited
you got?
budget. But those are more the comfort meals, but they're also things, anything you could throw in a crock pot. You know, like I said, soups and chilies are a big one. You put a healthy spin on spaghettis and lasagnas. We always did
Yeah.
something that's kind of like, we called it hamburger pie, but it's actually
Yep.
shepherd's pie.
Hamburger pie.
I'm saying
which
this
is really
because, and I'm not crazy. I thought women. I'm not gonna say this. Actually, I'm not gonna say this.
Go
But
ahead and
Go
say
ahead,
it.
say it.
So
No,
we can
go
debunk the
ahead, say it.
rumors.
Don't do
I
that.
thought for some reason that like all women could cook. You know what I'm saying? Like some could cook something. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
But
no.
No,
I am
some
finding that
can't
that's
even
Not
boil
true.
water.
I am
That is
finding
not true.
that is not the case, man. So I do have questions come up, and I'm like, did she just ask me that? Like
Yes.
low budget. What do you have? Chicken, chili. Like, what are you coming up with? It's you, your husband, child. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make this last, but you're trying to keep it slightly healthy, as healthy as possible. But you're in a
So
situation like this. Like,
right now, I
one of
have
go
the
ahead,
in
easiest, cheapest things that my middle son, not middle, Lord, I got too many kids. Which kid is that? The youngest one. Bless it.
Can't
The
get the
young, the
three.
baby. I literally had to think about that. Anyway, he loves chicken salsa. And literally that is
Yeah.
all it is chicken with a can of salsa. Put it in a crock pot, let it cook until the chicken's
I just
done,
made some the other day.
shred it up, and he'll put him some refried beans on the side or pinto
Yep.
beans since he loves a bean. And he is set. Me and him are
Yep.
the only two in the house that care for it, but I can make it for him and he will be happy as can be. But that's two things: chicken breasts, or I made it
Right.
with chicken thighs last time, and salsa. You're
Yep.
done. That
Yep.
is simple. That
and
is
you're
easy
cooking the
and it's
chicken.
good.
You're cooking the chicken and putting it in the crock pot, or you letting it cook in the
No, I
crock
clean
pot,
the
then
chicken,
Cook
put
shred it
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 up,
in the
together.
crock pot, pour the sauce on top of it,
Yep.
and let it cook.
and let it cook?
I actually just cooked some of that maybe about 3 or 4 days ago. I put some
Yeah.
little green chilies in with it because I like mine a little bit of extra spicy. But
Yeah.
literally, I do put it on some jasmine rice.
Mhm.
It's a meal
That's
by
how I
itself,
eat
and it's
mine.
good. It is really
And it's
good,
filling
Yeah,
and
I'll
too.
it
let it
Your
cook
literally
kids
costs you
until
have
the
probably less than
chicken.
$5.
Yeah, I'll let it cook until the chicken is done. I'll scoop the
Yep.
chicken out, shred it up, and then just pour it back in there with the salsa. And I mean, and like she said, I eat mine with jasmine rice and probably black beans, or you could eat it with broccoli. You could eat it with whatever. He likes his with beans, like pinto
Yep.
beans and stuff. But like it's
Right.
something simple. You could get
Gotcha.
you some chips and dip it, but just chicken and salsa. Like that's it.
Yep.
That's so good
Interesting.
though.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And it's
It is so
filling.
What you got,
good.
B? What
Right
you got,
now
B? I feel it.
we have some chicken breast cooking in the crock pot, and we're going to just shred it up. If we were to lose power, we're just gonna make chicken pizzas on the grill because we can do that. We just bought the flatbread. So we'll have our chicken on it, some low fat mozzarella. I mean, your kids can make it however they want it. We also have a pot of sauce on the stove for dinner tonight. Something we always have in this house is Italian bread, always in the freezer because you can do so much with Italian bread. You can make pizza out of it, you can make grilled cheese out of it, you can make French toast casserole. I could go on and on and on. You have all those other
Yes,
things.
yes.
But we really tried to pick our meals this week for what we could cook on the grill just in
Yeah.
case. Because we do have a
Yeah.
burner out there, and um, I don't really care for really processed foods, and I know that some people don't have a choice when they lose
True.
power.
True.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we'll try to like pick something like the pizza. At least I know I'm getting protein and it's filling. We'll have, whatever kind of vegetable with it. Probably something that doesn't need to be refrigerated or cooked specifically, unless I
Yep.
could boil it. Um, but those are things, and then we always have sliced cheese in the house because who doesn't love a grilled cheese?
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
and we're
yes,
Cheese
using
and
yes,
soup.
Italian
yes.
bread for that too.
Tomato soup.
Um,
Yep.
and some soup, especially coming in.
Yes.
But we'll make chicken soup because with the shredded chicken that we have in the crock pot, we just season it So it really can go with anything. If I have some left, I can make chicken noodle soup. I
Yeah.
have carrots and a bunch of
Yep.
frozen vegetables I can throw in there. We always have noodles. So it's
So
a
your crock pot
staple.
is your number one piece I'm looking at right now. So that is like
Crock
your
pot
Yeah.
and the rice cooker for us.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
got you.
Yeah. We
And
Air
save
what do you do?
so
fryer.
What do
many
you do with that
vegetables in
rice
our
cooker?
rice cooker, Kalisha.
I cook sweet potatoes in the rice cooker. I've done broccoli
Mm-hmm.
in the rice cooker.
Mhm.
Of course, rice. You can do oatmeal. You can do
Yeah.
Interesting.
applesauce. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, the sweet potato and the broccoli are the most recent things that I've done, and it's perfect. They're perfect. And I know this is one of my favorite meals. My mother-in-law calls it the poor man casserole. Y'all might think it's call it something else, but this is what she called it. Sorry, my dog's getting ready to start barking.
You good?
But it is just beef or meat
Thinking
of
about
your choice
food.
ground, um, cream of mushroom, and in a casserole you layer it like if you like onions, so you do a layer of onions. And then potatoes, a layer of potatoes, and then you get your
Mhm.
meat, your ground meat. Of course, you cook it, so ground your meat, and then put a layer of cream of mushroom on top, and it just cooks the
Mhm.
potatoes and the onions together. It is the absolute best.
And this is being
Um,
cooked in what?
and just a casserole dish.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
In
In
the
the
Small,
oven.
not
oven.
got
in
it.
the oven. And I said, I guess you could cook it in the crock pot too. Because your
Good.
potatoes and onions aren't cooked. The steam and the meat are cooking your potatoes and onions. But yeah, that's one of my favorites that she used to make. And it's
Yep.
simple. I mean, there's
One
minimal ingredients, but just something kind of warm and good.
And I ask
Mhm.
this because we do have individuals even within the program that we take a lot of stuff for granted because we have the means. We can
Hmm.
afford the
Mhm.
means to do certain
Yes. Yes.
organics,
Mhm.
mozzarella. You know what I'm saying? We look at that like who can't get free.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't get that stuff. You know what
A
I'm saying? A
lot of
lot of
people
people can't
can't. They
Right.
don't
afford
have
a lot
access
of it
to it.
at all.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and then
And eating
Kalisha was
healthy is
talking about
expensive.
yes, and then Kalisha was talking about prior to us recording that she was talking to someone, school teacher, you say?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but she had not gotten paid yet. So it
Yeah.
was I went to the store Friday, was not even thinking about Christina said she also went to the store Friday, was not even thinking about the storm. Went to the store,
Yeah.
I'm like, why is everybody out in this grocery store like this? And I totally forgot that it was the day before the storm. So,
Mhm.
like she mentioned, if you don't have the money to get anything, man, like you were stuck. Like so whatever you have in that pantry right now is what you have. So that's why I
What you
wanted
have.
to like what things do you guys have in regards to coming up with in the pantry? Box of rice in
One
the
thing is,
in the closet, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Go
Yep.
ahead, go ahead.
One thing
Go
that,
ahead.
and
Go ahead, Vanessa.
I know this might be hard for some people, but the thing that we try to do, the weeks that we do get paid, because I mean, we get paid every other week at my job. Those
Mhm.
are the weeks that we'll try and do like a larger food shop. Maybe buy like an
Hmm.
extra pound of ground beef and put it in the freezer or something
Yep.
because I mean, there comes a time where you're like, all right, dang, this bill is due, this is due, I have this, I have to do that. Oh crap, that broke. And you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't have $100 extra or 50 extra dollars or 20 extra dollars to get that pack of chicken, to get this
Yep.
snowstorm
Yep.
that or ice storm that came out of nowhere. I'm like, what do we have in that freezer? I mean, so I made sauce today and whatever we don't end up using, I will put in a Tupperware and I'll put in the freezer for next time. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go
Yep.
defrost that sauce now because
Yeah.
macaroni
I like that.
to boil it, it's
I like
like
that.
98 cents. It is 98 cents a box. A loaf of Italian bread is more expensive than the dang macaroni. So if you
Yeah.
have your
Mhm.
sauce or you have your meat sauce or you have your chili or whatever, you can buy a little thing of cornbread. The Jiffy's is like 89
Yeah.
cents and it's delicious.
Yep. Yep.
You can
Yes, it
defrost
is.
that chili. I know Christina says that she'll make extra and she'll freeze it.
Yeah. We do
And
too.
Yep.
it takes a minute to like set yourself up. But again, back to planning because you know, these teachers, like you said, my sister's a teacher, my sister-in-law, they only get paid once a month. So
Yeah.
when something like this happens, or you have an emergency and you need to prepare yourself, you're already slightly more prepared, but you have to start it. And we'll clean out the freezer like once every 6 weeks. We'll say, what do we have in there? Let's defrost that. Let's defrost this, and let's
You mentioned that.
restock.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, but we always have box macaroni, you know, pasta,
I
things
was about
like
to ask that
that.
too. So,
How
those staple boxes of Jiffy, the macaroni, the rice.
Yeah.
How
Yep.
often do you guys get that? Do you get that every time you go shopping, or is it how often
We
you get
always
that?
have
That
rice because my daughter Chloe is a huge rice eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
got
so
it.
are actually George and I. Like we'll grill pork chops and have rice and string beans for dinner. The jasmine rice that, you know, it's not it's
Got it.
just in the bag. Like you
Yep.
actually have to, it's not microwavable. Things like that we'll
True.
Yeah.
always
True.
make sure we have. So on a week that we did get paid, I'd be like, how we doing on rice? You know, what is this looking like?
Yep.
You know, and just kind of say, oh, it's on sale this week, let's get an extra bag. Those things aren't going to perish. So
Yep.
when they are on sale, we'll buy an additional one. You're going to use it. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yes. Most certainly. Most certainly.
Especially if you have kids. I mean, my mom used to take
Mhm.
the leftover. We were actually just talking about this. My mom, I mean, there was 4 of us. She did not work. My dad worked, and there were times where, you know, she had to make everything last. She had to
Yes.
spread it through the week, and on Fridays,
Yeah.
every other Friday, we would get Chinese food, and on the opposite Fridays, we would get pizza. And
Yeah.
it was just because my
Yep.
mom has been home and doing all these things, and my dad, he would, you know, come home and bring the food home or whatever. So whenever we had Chinese food, you know how much white rice they give you when you get Chinese food.
A
They give
lot.
you enough white
A
rice,
lot.
literally.
Even for
So
one
Yes.
meal, I'm like, I can get 4
Yeah.
meals out of
You
this.
can,
And
exactly.
Yes.
no,
You
insane.
can.
So a family of 6, just imagine how much white rice we were getting extra. Anyway, so my mom would take the white rice and boil it in milk and add raisins and nuts and cinnamon sugar, and it was like an oatmeal, like, but it was
rice
rice.
pudding.
Like rice
And
Rice with
we
pudding.
sugar
would
and milk.
have
Yep.
that
Rice pudding.
Yep.
we would have that for breakfast the whole next week, and we would like think it was the most delicious thing ever, and it was because she
Yeah.
added the sugar and the cinnamon and the
She put her
raisins and the
foot in it.
nuts, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know, but that rice was free. Like who?
Yeah.
I mean, she would just think of these things.
Yes.
She would constantly be making things that she could turn into something else after,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
the leftovers or whatever. I mean, she really stretched food. She really stretched it,
Yeah.
but it
It's
never
crazy
felt
because
like
we have those conversations. Your kids will be having those same conversations about you when they grow up. Same
yeah.
Yeah.
conversation. The
But we
Yeah.
never
same
felt like
conversation.
we were eating leftovers. You know what I mean? Like because she
No.
just
Right.
doctored
Nope.
it just right. Like she would have made like chopped meat and rice, and we would have had it one way, and then she was like, "Oh, look, the peppers were on sale at the store." She made stuffed peppers and added red sauce and just like turned it into something completely different. It was
Yes. Yes. My
Well,
mother did
just
the
to
like
same
make
thing.
leftover
it.
mashed potatoes, we would have like little potato cakes
Yep,
for
I
Yep.
was yes.
we used to do that too. Yep.
You want to
Or if
talk
we
about
had mashed potatoes.
being resourceful back then. I was like,
Yes.
"Ooh, what's this?" And you didn't question
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yep.
Or
My
spaghetti
grandma
and
would
turn around and make
at
spaghetti baked the next day and didn't even know
Yep.
the same freaking people.
my
Yeah.
grandma would take whatever leftovers throughout the week. So she would make like chicken and cabbage and I don't know, just all this stuff. And then
Mhm.
on the weekends we'd have like this amazing soup. And I'm like,
Mhm.
as I got older, I was like, you just throwing
Everything that was
everything in the
leftover,
pot.
throw it in the
But
pot.
it's good. You
The
just
thing
threw
is, like,
everything in a pot and called it soup.
they were
Yeah.
so resourceful back then
Yeah.
because
Yes.
typically it was only one person that was bringing home a paycheck that, you know, at that
Literally.
Yeah.
time.
And
Yes.
you didn't throw
And
anything away.
no, and your kids just sat there and ate it. They didn't complain about
Mhm.
Yep.
anything, you know?
Nope.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think it's super important with how much groceries are right now. I mean, they're so expensive.
Yes, they are.
I hate throwing food out. Even if we have like an extra
Yeah.
cheeseburger, I will cut that up and it'll be on my dog's food. Like I do not like to throw food out. My kids know that about me. Um, I only try to buy what we need. I really try not to be wasteful. Obviously, sometimes that does not even happen. Like last week
Yeah.
we had chili. And yesterday, I was like, oh, there's only going to be enough chili left for George, with our macros and measurements. And I looked at him and I said, I didn't eat my lunch, whatever day it was last week, because it was insane. I said, I'm just going to use my lunch and have that for dinner on Saturday instead of, wasting it. And he was like, oh, okay, you sure?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's fine because it's got to get eaten. And I didn't eat it
Yeah.
on Friday or whatever day it was. Um, like we really are mindful of what's in our fridge and
Mm-hmm.
trying to use things before they expire. How can you use this, in one of your meals or your meal prep or whatever? I mean, I had 4 sweet potatoes left. So next week this week for my breakfast, I'm doing half sweet potato, um, a container of 20G oikos, and then blueberries and these little Melissa snack squares. Have y'all seen them?
No,
Mm-mm.
ma'am.
So
I feel like you
they're
should have like
they're in the
brought them
produce
instead of just trying to
department.
talk them through.
So,
Like
because
we
I
need a
need to have like a
visual.
crunch. I need to have a crunch, and granola has way too much fat in it for my macros. That would be it. I would be done for the day. Because
Yeah.
the amount of granola that I would need to put on there. So in the produce department, it's called Melissa's Clean Snacks, and it's a tub of just little tiny squares of macro friendly. Like this one has pumpkin seeds in it. It has like quinoa in it. It has like a bunch of, and I just take 3 squares and just crumble them on top. And it's mostly seeds. So you're not getting all the extra fat, and it's a good fat of what you're eating. And they're not expensive. I think they're like $3.99 a container. And the container, like I said, I'm only using 3 squares and there's probably 50 in there. So, but they're really good on top of that.
So,
So that's what I'm using.
so Vanessa, you mentioned the pricing and everything as far as groceries and all. Has that made a big impact, a huge impact as far as the way you all shop now? So has it, the stuff that you get, is it decreased in regards to your spending? Big time. Okay. Wow.
We really try to make our meal plans based upon what's on sale. Um, we do a majority of our shopping at Harris Teeter because if they don't have it at Harris Teeter, I could run across the street to Publix really quick. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, I'm very fortunate because Chloe only eats dinner probably home 2 times a week because she works at Chick-fil-A, so they feed her obnoxiously
Mm-hmm.
there. So really it is just George and I eating plus Chloe's lunch. But I usually make her lunch. So, like this week she's having pasta salad for lunch because that's what she wanted. Um,
Got it.
we just
I
are
mean, it has
super
gone up
mindful of, is
significantly.
this on sale? Do we really need
Mm-hmm.
this? And how much do we need? If we have to buy meat in a bigger package and we only need X amount and there's leftover, we will make sure we always have freezer Ziplocs. We'll write the date on it, put it in the
Yeah.
freezer, and how much is left, and then we'll use it for something else
Yep.
Got it.
at a later date.
I mean,
Got it.
because
Because it's
even
so expensive.
it is
Yeah.
before all this food prices going up, it literally was $80 for me to feed myself for 2 weeks. It's almost
Mhm.
double that, very
Yeah.
close to double that,
Yeah.
Wow.
just for one person by himself. So you kind of, because I was buying a whole lot of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Uh-huh.
Now you kind of go to, okay, I'm just gonna buy the frozen, because
Yep.
I'm like Vanessa, I hate throwing things away. So if I don't get to this
Mhm.
fresh fruit or this fresh vegetables in time, I'm getting ready to throw them away. So I've switched over to some of that stuff to buy in, especially my vegetables frozen. But making sure that the only thing that is in that is spinach or broccoli
True.
or cauliflower.
Yeah.
I don't want all the
Yep.
special sauces or their seasonings. I
Right.
can season it myself.
Yeah.
Just because it just put the sodium is through the roof. Just
True.
be careful
True.
of that, because a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this, it already seasoned up. I'm like, no, it takes you 2 seconds, put some salt, pepper, some Mrs. Dash, some Lowry's, whatever you got in that
Yeah.
cabinet to make it taste good
Yep.
versus, just so that's pretty much. And I do, for me, my bill is so high because I do try to buy the leanest. I do try to find the 99.1 or the 99.3, so that tends to be more expensive.
It
So,
does.
and it's unfortunate because it is more expensive to eat healthier. I can spend $80 on snacks and have 2 cabinets full of snacks versus just a small refrigerator full of the
Yeah.
same $80, and it's way less food,
And
way
it's
less.
crazy.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think the cost of it made me pay attention to what I was buying going to the grocery store,
Mhm.
because just being transparent, I'll go to the grocery store and buy all the things that I thought my kids would like. So I was buying a bunch of stuff, of course, and this was around time when my kids were taking their lunches too. So I wanted to make sure that they had,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
the fruit roll-ups and all of the stuff, like their snacks and all of that stuff. But
Yep.
with the cost going up,
Salted.
like that's not the priority anymore. It's like getting the meats and the vegetables and like
Nope.
all of
Nope.
the nope. Yeah. Which I've talked
Mhm.
about this before, which was why I kind of shifted to doing the online shopping, because you only click what you need, and it's not that browsing and getting those triple, quadruple stuffed Oreos that nobody will eat because it's so
Right.
sweet. Yeah, things like that. So it just changed a lot of the snacking. And I've noticed for my family, like what we snack on is consistently the same every week. There's no deviation from it. Like my husband likes
Wow.
what he likes, the kids like what they like. Those are the
Yep.
snacks that we get. And then there's not really a deviation unless somebody tries something. They're like, we should try this. But outside of that, it's the same thing. So it's not any of this me buying all of this extra stuff thinking that the kids
Mhm.
want it. And then it ends up in the pantry for
The
months and we
trash.
end up having to throw it away.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Or you open
Yeah,
it
so
and then they're like, "Nah, it was okay," and then they're just sitting there
it was
rotting.
alright, and then it's
Mhm.
It
in
was
the pantry
alright.
open, and then they're stale.
Yep.
Another thing
Yep.
that I started doing was, like, instead of buying the individual juices, 'cause I used to get those, like, the Minute Maids and the Welch's for their lunch
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
boxes. I figured out what juice they like, 'cause my kids love, like, Ocean Spray, and they like the Minute
Mhm.
Maids that are in, like, the cartons in the fridge, and I just
Yeah.
bought reusable containers, and that's what they use for their juices for their
Yep.
lunchboxes and stuff, as opposed to buying this stuff that they don't even like to drink, and they're drinking
Yeah.
it, but then it's taking forever. I just switched it
Yep.
to what they like and just put it in a reusable container.
Yep.
So yeah, just figuring out. I think people spend a lot of money on junk. Like we spend
Yeah.
a lot of money
Mhm.
on junk.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, make
Stuff that
your list.
I'm
yeah.
gonna I'm
You
gonna
go
take
when you
it.
find out. If I go in there and find out something is on sale, I will buy more of it because I
Oh
know
yeah.
I could freeze
Yes.
it or I could do something
Mhm.
with it,
Yes.
because it's like, okay, it's on sale this week. It rarely goes on sale. They got packs of
Yeah.
chicken, buy one get one free. Well, I'm gonna give me about 6 of them instead of
Or
Right.
just
even
number
just stuff
4.
like my kids like Bojangles barbecue sauce, but we don't eat Bojangles as much as we used to. But you can
Mhm.
buy it in the store. So if I see
Yes,
that
you
it's
can.
on sale, I'm gonna buy 2
Right.
of them because I know they're
Yep.
Chick-fil-A
gonna
sauce
use
too.
it.
Yep.
Yep.
Or if it's something like my favorite salad dressing, or I know Vanessa said that she uses like that Melissa's. I don't use granola. I use it's like pecans and dried blueberries, and then I put
Ooh,
pumpkin
yes.
seed in my
Okay.
yogurt, and
Mhm.
it is my go-to. And I also put that on my salads too, just for that
Yeah.
Yeah.
crunch.
Yeah, I need the crunch.
So if
Wow.
that's on sale, I'll buy multiples of that so
Mhm.
that you always have it, because like if it's something that you know that is nutritious, delicious, and you like it, you let it run out, then you're more likely to deviate to something that is not. So I
Yep.
just
True.
try to keep the
True.
stuff that I know we like in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. And
You
again,
guys
back to
strike me as to
planning.
having containers of you when you get your pastas and stuff in boxes from the grocery store. Y'all put them in containers in the closet, in the pantry. I know you do it, don't you? Or you keep the stuff in the
Yeah.
boxes. All
I
you all
used
strike me as having
to.
containers in
We
So I
used
do not have
to.
organized containers. However, if I use
You guys strike
hey,
me as
you got to
having
get to a point
organized
where
containers.
you get smart and you buy the little I do the pasta that I normally buy is Roma's.
Got it?
And you know, I'll use a little bit of that because I like to make like turkey pasta bowls. It's like very simple. You actually had put it on my meal plan once, and I fell in love with it because I was like, oh, this is a great lunch. You know, literally it's ground turkey, a little bit of pasta, some spinach, and you can use marinara. If I don't particularly care for marinara a whole lot, so
And
I'll
that's
switch it
it.
up and put cottage cheese instead.
Yeah.
That's like
That
literally
sounds
my
good.
fast go-to lunch. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. I'm like, you just mix all that up. You don't need a whole lot. It's very filling. It's very filling for me. But again, it's like it's my go-to lunch when I'm like that's what I did yesterday. I was like, okay, in case power goes out, I cooked me a pack of turkey. I went ahead and cooked did my noodles. I cooked my spinach, put them in containers in the refrigerator. Mahaley stopped by. She's like, well, what if you ain't? How you gonna warm it up? I said, I will eat cold food before I
Yeah.
starve.
All day. All
Exactly.
day,
And that
every day.
probably wouldn't be too bad cold either, to be honest.
Yeah.
It
No.
wouldn't. Not at all.
Because like I said,
Uh-uh.
the meat that I use is the turkey meat that I use is actually 99.1, so it ain't gonna have, you know,
Right, that fat gel on it.
fat
Yes.
growing around it.
Yeah.
Back
So
to them organized containers.
You
Vanessa,
wanna
go walk
I
over
don't
to
have
your
them.
cabinet right now. Open your cabinet door up right now so I can see them organized,
I don't have
labeled
them.
containers up.
we
Yo,
do,
Don't you
but
you got.
remember?
I know you do. I know. I know.
On my bingo card, I literally have to organize my spice cabinet.
I'm
Don't
like, I
you
ain't
think?
spending $5 on a container. I'm gonna eat this box of cereal in 2 days.
And
You take all
also,
them
I
frosted flakes
don't
out of that box
know.
and put it in.
look, do not
Know
ask
that
us
I
to open our Amazon cart because I literally got like a rice container with a scoop in on my cart.
That's another thing we do out of boredom is we scroll through Amazon and try to buy
Yes.
unnecessary stuff or put
I knew one of you
Unnecessary.
had it. I
cart.
knew one of you had it. I knew it. You go
No.
to the store, you get that box of Captain Crunch. You take it out of that box and you put it in that
And put it in that container
organized.
with that snap top.
Nope.
And it's funny because so the youngest one asked for some fruity pebbles and I got the bag because it was just cheaper. And of
Yeah.
course
Yeah.
he ripped the bag. I was like, I
Of
literally
course.
said, do not mess up that resealable lid. And he goes, rip. And so I was like it's resealable for a reason.
Girl,
Like
my
I
mom broke
literally
me from that. I'm like, why
I
you pour?
literally bought it
All
for
you
that.
gotta do is take this box of cereal, sit on the couch.
He went in the pantry and was like, can I put it in one of these? Like one of the I was like, yeah, we can do
Yes.
that.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's
then
so
you went on Amazon and bought all the matching ones.
With the label.
They're in the cart.
Don't do that because my husband and I don't have to buy the matching ones and I don't have to buy the labels because we got a label maker over here. Thank you very much.
I knew it. It just felt like it. It felt like one of you guys had it.
Felicia did
Oh
it for
my
all of
God.
us, especially with the label
Everything.
man.
What you need?
Got it
What you want the
done.
label on? What you need
Ooh-wee.
label?
Wow. Ladies, once again. Great conversation. Guys, like, subscribe to our podcast. Ladies, it was nice once again. We will see you all hopefully. I know not tomorrow. Hopefully Tuesday is much better. I'll see you guys at the gym on Tuesday, ladies.
All right.
Y'all have a
All
great one.
right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. See you later.
Bye.